I'm Stephanie McGill and I'm the chaplain at Redcliffe Special School. Giving from the Heart is a program that the Redcliffe Uniting Church runs, and through Giving from the Heart they've been able to fund school uniforms for students at our school who are in need. They've funded new shoes, they've funded some different stationery supplies for students, and they've also been able to give us vouchers for Best in Less and places like that, so that we're able to get hats and other less expensive items. It became apparent that there were students at our school, especially over the winter period, who didn't have jumpers, and Joy came to me and spoke to me about the opportunity of having some funding to be able to fund clothing for students that didn't have clothing. And the wonderful thing about the Giving from the Heart program was that they were willing to fund school uniform clothing, so that students who couldn't normally afford to have those jumpers and look like the other students were able to actually access brand new school jumpers. And that's really important for our students, because being a special school, they feel different in a lot of other ways, and not being able to afford a school jumper and coming into school with a jumper that's not suitable just makes them stand out even more. So to be able to purchase those school jumpers was really important. We found that a lot of our students just don't have suitable shoes, and the biggest issue is, again, the students who are in a situation where their parents are on a disability support pension, and it's really difficult for them to be able to afford lots of pairs of shoes or a specific pair or type of shoe for school. So we were able to purchase shoes for all of the kids in the school that really needed them. The great thing about that was when we did that, we went on a bit of a mini school excursion, and myself and some people from Giving from the Heart went, and we took a bus in and a teacher's aide, and we went to the shoe shop. And when we got there, they were having a 2-for-1 offer, so each of the students were able to get 2 pairs instead of 1. And as we left, we were throwing the old shoes in the bin because they were in pretty bad condition. There were actually students at my school who we had funding to put on a SU camp. The problem was, as it was getting closer to camp, I realised that these students didn't have 6 sets of clothes. And to be able to go on a camp, you have to have a minimum amount of clothes, because there's no cleaning facilities on camp. And a lot of these kids weren't going to have the amount of clothing they needed. So with the Best and Less vouchers, we were able to take and get some basic clothing items for those students, but we were also able to send some of those Best and Less vouchers on camp with the kids. There was a shopping elective on the camp, and all of these students who went on camp wanted to do this shopping elective but didn't have the cash to take with them. So with the Best and Less vouchers, they were able to participate in the camp elective, and they went out and got brand new clothes that they used for camp as well. So it was just inclusive once again. Thank you, Nike, for all the money that you donated to Giving for the Heart. You were wonderful in doing that, and we were able to provide uniforms and shoes and really necessary items for students in our school.